Hi guys, Jamie here from Start Riot. Welcome back. I am here with Ben and Wes from Neck Deep.
Hello.
Guys,
What's up?
welcome.
How are you? How's it going?
Welcome back. This is the second interview. It's been almost exactly 2 years. Yeah, it was January 2015. It was on your tour with Seaway, Knucklepuck, and Trophy Eyes.
Yeah, the wrestling tour, which no one
Yeah, everyone thought that was a great gimmick for that
The wrestling.
tour. Yeah, really good gimmick. No one got it.
Can I add, right, when we were planning it, everyone was all about it, and now when we talk about it, everyone's like, it's a fucking shit idea, that. Should have stopped me then. Didn't have to do it.
It's on you, mate. It always has been on you, really.
Have you still got the belt?
Yeah, it's in my room.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's the only reason we did it, so you could have some
Literally,
belt
I have a
mate.
fucking real wrestling belt in my bedroom.
Did
It's
you
like-
actually wrestle for it?
No, I just got it.
No.
Default.
No contest, no argument, mine.
Yeah, you're definitely the most passionate about wrestling, so there's no point even arguing over it, really. You may as well. And to be fair, it was your idea, so.
Fair
I'm
enough.
not doing it again, though, sadly. Maybe we'll do like a reunion tour of it and we actually challenge for the belt.
Nah, maybe we won't.
So that was just before Life's Not Out to Get You came out. It's been nearly 2 years now, a year and a half pretty much since it came out, and it broke the UK top 10, broke the US top 20. It's kind of life-changing success, right? Were you guys kind of surprised at how well it did, or?
We always knew we wanted it to do well.
Yeah.
How well it did, you definitely weren't expecting that. Yeah, that was a surprise. But no, we knew that album needed to be big, and we knew that it was good. We were confident with it anyway. We knew it would do something, and it would do all the right things for us. But just how well, we had no idea. So yeah, pretty stoked really. That was definitely a massive turning point in the band's history. I think it solidified a lot of
Haters.
yeah, it
Shut up a lot after
silenced the
that.
haters and kind of solidified a bit of a place for us, I think. So yeah.
It kind of took us from being like, oh, they're just a hype band, blah 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 blah, which wasn't true anyway because we've been riding like and touring for like 2 years, and then everyone just kind of saw that and just went, oh, and stopped speaking shit after.
Yeah,
you still get it.
Yeah,
Though.
and kind of just accepted it. Yeah, you still get the odd butthurt Twitter warrior, but
Or some
when are you not going to get people that are butthurt on the internet? There's just no
keyboard
escaping it.
paladin on UK pop punk complaining about it.
Yeah, so no, but that definitely it shut a lot of people up, and I think it changed a lot of people's opinion on us. So that's always what you want to do. You want to please your remaining fans, but you also want to maybe challenge opinions and gain new fans, and really it literally did all the right things for us. I don't think we could have had a more successful. Well, I mean, we could have had a more successful record. It's not like 8th in the UK top 10 is the top, is it? But
Still 8th though.
yeah,
which is
it's still very
ridiculous.
good though. So for us, for a pop punk band from the UK to do that is
It's huge.
step to me.
Number
And
one
it's,
though. Next time we're fucking coming
Next
for you,
time you
mate.
go for
Yeah.
it.
Unless One Direction release a fucking album the same week and then we're dreaming.
Yeah.
5 Seconds of Summer did it last time, didn't they? Fucking EP the same week as ours. Thank you.
Yeah. Timing.
Yeah.
Tell your boy Mark Office, he's mates with Minnie. Tell him to put it off.
Yeah. Tell him to use his influence and tell him to just hold off a couple of months.
And that success has kind of led you here, where we are now. You're on tour with the Data, remember? Newfound Glory and Mooseblood also on this tour. It's first arena tour, is that right? You've played arenas before, but is this the first tour?
First
Yeah.
arena
First-
tour proper. I'd
First
say.
UK arena tour. Like we've played Wembley before with All Time Low,
Yeah.
but that was the one-off date.
Mhm.
There was no other UK arenas on that tour. So yeah, this is our first little
We did
taste of
Bring Me
UK
too.
arena. Oh yeah, we did the
That
Bring
wasn't
Me.
really arenas. It was kind of weird venues.
It was a lot. There was some venues that were on this tour, but then there was
Like Donny Dome on the Bring Me
Yeah.
tour, which is literally just a netball court basically, but like
It was
the
good.
staging. It was still cool, like, but yeah. Bit
yeah,
different. This is the first one that's actually like arenas.
yeah, the Barclaycard Arena.
Yeah.
Barclaycard. We're playing arenas. We went from like Jim's Mucky Pub to the Barclaycard Arena.
Swan with
So-
2 next to this.
Yeah.
Not
So yeah, we're pretty stoked. Like we've always wanted to push it and play the biggest venues that we can.
Some
band-
said from day one that, innit? Like,
Yeah.
we'll take it as far
Some
as
bands
we can.
think it's cool to limit yourself and to not care.
But it is.
But believe me, it's a whole lot cooler playing fucking arenas than it is playing a Swan with 2 nags. I'll tell you that. So But yeah, we've always wanted to play these big rooms, but at the same time, we've always got the opportunity to go back and play small rooms and underplay in that as well. Yeah. So as long as you have a good balance and as long as you're just in control and you're doing what you want to do, it doesn't really matter. And we want to play these big rooms. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, no point in limiting yourself. What's the point in trying to tour the world and just do it just scraping by or just fucking doing it in the shittiest venues you can? You want to take it all the way. That's the dream, isn't it? We didn't look at Blink-182 and go, oh, they must be having a shit time playing.
I'd rather see them massive... in a pub.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
so that would be good though.
I mean, yeah,
it would be sick.
Like to see them in a pub, but
that's the thing. We've still got that perspective on it. We haven't lost sight of why people like small intimate shows, but we still love small intimate shows. Like on our last support tour that we did in America, we were touring with Pierce the Veil, but then on a bunch of off days, we just had a load of like real underplays where we were playing to like 300, 400 people in like tiny venues, no barriers. And to do that every now and again, to go back and do that as like a naughty little treat it's a lot of fun. So we haven't lost sight of that, but we want to take it as far as we can. Yeah. Big production and big songs and big sing-alongs and loads of crowd participation.
The more fun it looks live, the better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The more daft stuff you can have on stage and things, the better.
Yeah.
In my eyes, anyway.
And these kind of arena shows where you're playing to thousands and thousands of people, they facilitate those little shows, if anything, because you're not going to be... If you put on a little show now, it's going to sell out instantly, and it'll be rammed, it'll be full of hardcore fans who are going to go crazy.
It's gone from it being the norm of seeing Neck Deep in a small club to it being a rarity and something that people want to see.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, like I can fully respect the fact that some people would much rather go to an intimate gig than a arena gig,
But at the same time, I don't think we're ever going to stop doing them. We're just going to change the way that we do it, make it a bit more fun.
Yeah.
And long-term goals, headline arenas, surely.
Well, yeah, that is the aim. I got told of a little tattoo tradition recently, and Japanese Daruma heads. I don't know if you fucking obviously know what they are, you little weeaboo.
Come on.
And so they're usually tattooed at first without eyes. And then once you complete a goal or you achieve a goal that you have set yourself, you re-tattoo the eyes in. You tattoo like the pupils of the eyes in. And mine is for us to headline Wembley someday, and that's when I'm gonna get the dots put in. And then if we don't ever headline Wembley, then I can say, look at how much of a fucking failure I am. People can look at the tattoo and go, oh, so you haven't achieved any of your goals then? And go, so.
Well, you aim for the stars, even if you. Fall a bit short, you still going to end up quite
Even
high.
if I don't, at least I've got big dreams. At least I'm aiming for something. At least I know, I've got an idea of some sort of direction, I guess. So.
Exactly. The aim of the band to start with was to play a show.
Yeah, literally. That's because we didn't even. Well, when we started the band, it was like, nah, this is just going to be a laugh. Yeah, it's not going to be anything. We're probably not even going to play a show. Nearly 5 years later, here we are. So.
Yeah. And these arena shows have got to be a warm up for you trying to get on that Blink-182 tour, surely.
I would love to. I'm waiting for the offer. Marky Harp, if you're watching.
Mate, any 3 gives a bell.
Just tell him, remember December, come on.
Yeah, and he'll go like, ugh.
He'll probably just go, oh, fucking hell, yeah, that song.
That favour I did.
Yeah. But no,
you've had that, you're not having anything else.
I'm stoked to even say that we've played with Blink and that they're even aware of our band is a fucking... That's a head fuck for me, yeah, like, just the fact that Mark is even aware of us, but and we can kind of lay claim to, we played Blink's last ever original lineup venue show. Wow. So the only shows they played after that were, I'm pretty sure anyway, were festivals, Reading and Leeds. Wow. And so last ever Blink show in a venue, we played it. So I'm happy with that. If so it's our fault. I would love a full tour. I'd love a full tour, but
on their way down, you can take them out.
Mate,
yeah,
not happening anytime soon. Not a chance.
Imagine the haters then.
Blink-182 pub tour.
Yeah, real underplay. 10 people turn up.
So you guys are trailblazers for the UK scene. You were the first band. Were you the first UK band signed to Hopeless, or
I think we were,
the first ones that have done well?
I think we were.
I think we were, or unless there was someone like in the early 90s, because Hopeless has been going for years.
Yeah.
But no, and the only UK band that I can think of was us, and then
Right.
First breakthrough, yeah. And,
yeah.
obviously, there's a lot of bands like Milk Teeth, Moose Blood, who are on this tour with you guys.
Yeah.
I
And
remember speaking about that.
Sure.
Speaking about labels we were signing to when we were getting offers in. It was like, oh, it'd be cool if we could get Hopeless to submit an offer. And then we were having a barbecue at Laura's, and your brother was sat across the table like giggling. And like, what's up? And he's like, oh, you've already had an offer. I'm not meant to say anything. I was like, this is sick.
Yeah. So yeah, it all kind of worked out in that respect. But yeah, I mean, it was good. You know, the UK hasn't really been always known for its pop punk. You know, I think we've excelled in other areas. I think we do heavy music very well, and pop music and rock music and indie music very well. But pop punk, for some reason, I think a lot of UK bands shied away from, even though pop punk always went down really, really well in the UK. And it was just weird that, like, you know, I'm not saying we're the first UK pop punk ever, not by a long shot. Like, there were plenty before us, and there'll be plenty after us. But I think we were the first to maybe, yeah, we were the first to bring it to really step it up and say, like, look, UK has got something to say here. So yeah, I mean, we never intended for it to be that way, but it is. And, you know, but we've never let it go to our heads. We've never walked around going like, yeah, we're the fucking dogs here, like, we're the fucking best, like, you know, we're always very humble about it, and we never try and, like, rub it in anyone's faces, and we're always trying to support other UK, like, up and coming bands, because we've taken a bunch of UK pop punk bands on tour, and, you know, we're in contact with a lot of UK pop punk bands all the time. They're in and out of my house recording fucking every other week. So, you know, I see a lot of it, and we're quite tapped into the UK pop punk scene, and maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's a good thing for us being the breakout kind of first ones to do it. We can almost kind of give other bands a little platform to then go on and have a crack at it for themselves. So. Yeah, it is a good feeling, but as long as, you know, with great...
Don't quote Spider-Man. Stop.
I was gonna.
My mum got me a fucking mug for Christmas that said...
I wasn't going to quote Spider-Man directly. I was going to change it up a little bit, but it is basically... Nah, I'm not going to say it now, because it is basically
Spider-Man. I got a mug for Christmas that said, with great beer comes great responsibility. And I opened it, I was like, oh, thanks.
Never,
literally never going to use this. This is terrible.
Does responsibility come with beer?
Beard.
Oh, I thought you said with great beer.
No, beer in a mug.
With great beard comes great responsibility.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, thank you.
The only extra responsibility that comes with it is looking after your beard. Other than that, you are just a man with a beard. You have no extracurricular fucking responsibility there. You just have a fucking beard.
No, exactly. It's daft, isn't it? So thanks, Mum.
Yeah.
As a man with a beard, it's not necessarily an achievement just to grow a beard. You just don't shave.
For me, it would, to be honest. Yeah. To be honest, I'm waiting. I think this is the year where the mustache... I said this last year. This is the year that the mustache will finally break through in its full form.
Mate, you can grow some fucking mean chops, though.
Yeah, I can, to be fair.
To be fair, my beard's getting thicker every year.
Good.
So,
that's good news for me, because...
You're still quite young. You've got time.
Yeah. I always think, yeah.
How old are you? You're 22 now, aren't you?
Yeah. What was your beard like?
22 is
your
nothing.
beard at 22 was still better than mine. You had a fucking neck beard at 18.
Wow.
I couldn't grow a beard till I was about 20.
I remember it.
Chin strap. It's never grown on me.
It was a big fluffy chin strap. I remember.
I've not got any hair on my neck.
Hashtag beard chat with neck deep.
Oh, there you go.
That's the worst hashtag. I hate when people say hashtag in real life, and I've just done it.
Yeah. I don't know how to hashtag.
What do you mean?
Like, I know how to actually hashtag, but, like, I don't know when it's like appropriate to hashtag, or like what's a funny hashtag, or what's just like a shit one.
The only time I ever do it is if it's just something fucking stupid and daft that makes no sense. Like, I'm not hashtagging to be like, ugh.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I think that no one would get it if I did it, and they'd just be like, shit hashtag, mate.
Just write whole tweets.
Minus internet points for you.
Just write whole tweets and hashtags.
Yeah.
Be the first.
Just tag the whole tweet.
Yeah. I'm not too active anyway. If I start hashtagging all my tweets, I go from one end of the spectrum.
Carol, you're active when you were pretending to be her.
Yeah, I got hacked twice. Yeah, that's how you know you've made it in a band, when you're getting hacked by Carol.
Flashing her ass on camera.
Flashing her ass, fucking offering you nudes, you know. Hit me up on Twitter.
Thanks, Kaz.
So Hopeless have kind of gone on from you guys. They've signed like Milk Teeth, Moose Blood, Trash Boat, Rome, like loads of UK bands, and you know, you guys were highest UK band apart from Morrissey and the Specials on Riot Fest last year, which was sick. Yeah, I had a look. just to check it out.
I didn't know that either, but that's cool.
Interesting fact.
You're truly like an international band now, and I think other UK bands are getting that kind of recognition as well.
By accident, no, it was never meant to happen.
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it
think-
just people liked it, and then
Well, I think as well, like we were very lucky for, and again, completely unintentional, but we did get a lot of buzz from the States really early on, and I think that is something that, well, historically, like UK bands have always struggled with. You know, like a lot of UK bands try and break the US, and it doesn't quite work for them, but for some reason we did. But it's not just happening for us. You know, again, maybe we were the first of a bunch to do that, but. You know, you look at Moose Blood now. Moose Blood have got a great following out in the States.
Yeah,
Rome have got a little following building up in the States. You know, if it's pop punk, there's usually, even if it is just a small pocket of people or whatever in the States that are into it. So maybe that's why. You know, maybe that's why we kind of broke out in the States, because we were playing a very American branch of music. You know what I mean? So maybe they thought that we, you know, deemed it good enough to their standards. Yeah.
UK, that's cool.
Yeah, or maybe they just thought that we were we were basically like Mick Jagger or something, and they just thought like, yeah,
just literally the
must be
complete
cool.
opposite.
Yeah, but I
All
mean, it
of us,
works,
isn't
doesn't it? Yeah.
Well, do you think more could be done in the UK to kind of help bands develop? Like, I mean, you guys are on Hopeless, Milk Teeth, Moose Blood, and as it is, are on Fearless. There's no big UK label. Like there was Slam Dunk, who had You Me at Six first album, but they're not really active anymore.
I don't know. As far as labels go, that is pretty interesting. I don't really. Obviously, our label situation is kind of just like we're signed, so it's like we don't really go looking at the record, like the record label world kind of thing, and what's going. I mean, there was Pinky Swear, which was Lee, our mate Lee. He had us really early on, and he was pushing a lot of like smaller pop punk and hardcore bands and stuff like that, and some emo bands, and there are the labels there, but again, because they're indie and they are real startup, maybe there is that lack of like funding and stuff. You know, they can help you get off your feet, but
they can help co-release something.
Yeah,
but they can't
yeah. You know,
do
they could.
anything beyond that a lot of the time. Which
Yeah.
is strange. Well, not strange, but it's financial more than anything. Isn't
Yeah, and it is, and that obviously sucks. You never want it to be about money, but
Boils
reality
down to
it
sometimes,
it has to boil down to money. You know,
Yeah.
so. If you want to make a record but you simply can't afford it, or the record label can't afford to put out your record, then you have to look for a better deal, or you have to find a way to put that record out. So I don't know. I think there's plenty of good independent labels, but you know,
there's no Hopeless.
there's no step above that. Which I don't know. Maybe it's a matter of time. Maybe one of these smaller labels will will grow and grow and grow, and hopefully there'll be something like that for UK bands. But as far as the UK band, you know, like Slam Dunk that you mentioned before, like it's a festival now, but I think Slam Dunk as a festival is pretty important, because I think that like that is essentially our equivalent of Warped, and I think like, you know, they do a lot. You know, you do get a lot of like up and coming bands playing that for the first time most years, and you know that's always a really good platform for them. And I think there are these platforms there. The only thing I would say that UK maybe lacks when we compare it to America, is America seemed, at least when we first went out there, we got this real kind of feeling of like everyone really bands together, and it's almost like this community kind of thing that you get where people really do support each other, and
it's a bit more dog eat dog over here, isn't it? Because it's like
a little bit, yeah. I feel like it's better now, but
when it first started, it was a bit
there is, but
ruthless.
yeah, there is, and I mean, I'm sure it's the same over in the States as well. I'm not saying that the States is like this you know, bloody sanctuary for bands to go where everyone's just all mates, but. Yeah, you know, and I think that's just British attitude generally. You know, we're very cynical and
they're doing
bitter
well.
about
It
things.
must be shit.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of that. So if there was a bit more camaraderie and a bit more of a support kind of base there and people weren't just so out to bloody shit on each other all the time or just write each other off, then I think there would be a lot more progress.
The second you see success here, you see like people like waning off you a lot. It's like, oh, they're not playing in the sheds anymore, or they're not playing in my garden.
Oh yeah, they're not legit anymore. They've sold out because they're playing a venue that has safety regulations. Like, oh right, okay, cool. Sorry.
You guys you've always been very aware of that kind of. You've been self-aware that the band has been divisive in the success.
It's just fun to poke fun at it.
Yeah, I mean,
it is.
When I saw that "Fuck Neck Deep Mate" shirt, I
it's
pissed
funny,
myself. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's good. But again, I think
the fact that you kind of own that joke is brilliant.
Mate, we've never taken ourselves too seriously. Like our best selling T-shirt of all time literally says generic pop punk on the front, because every media outlet at the beginning is like, it's not bad, but it just sounds a bit generic. It's like, well, we're not trying to reinvent the fucking wheel.
And it is one of them.
We're a pop punk band. We're going to play pop punk.
Yeah, and it's just one of them things of like, I don't know. If you take the piss out of yourself, it's not really. I don't know.
It's like, best to do it yourself rather than someone else doing it, because then people look at you and they're like, oh. Right,
and as well, it makes them look stupid because a lot of the time, people's reasons for shitting on you are often like. They're just fucking straight. It's either like straight up bullshit, like something that they've literally just pulled out of thin air, or just something that is like easily kind of swept off. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't know. I don't like Neck Deep because
Ben cut in front of me in the queue in Asda.
Yeah, or not even that. It's just like shit. It's people have very shit reasons to hate on you, and sometimes we'll even just look for any reason to hate on you. And if anything, that's more funny because obviously we're sat here the whole time, like aware of it, just going like, you don't have a fucking clue, mate. Like, shut up. Yeah. Like, you actually like if it came from somebody who I felt actually understood the way being in a band works, I could be like, oh right, fair enough, maybe that's a bit harsh, I'll take that. But when it's some fucking Doyle at 3 a.m. sat on his fucking Twitter account going, yeah, you be fucking shit, it's just like, you don't have a clue, mate. Like, shut up. Like, let's be real. If you don't like us, fair enough. But just why spend your time sat on the fucking internet just complaining about things?
Do something productive.
Do
something fun.
Yeah, I bet you're the kind of person who complains when like a slight like corner of a fucking like food package or something is slightly torn or something.
Oh, they're discounting this, can't it? That.
Yeah, just like stop complaining, just stop being so bitter. Like, do it if you think you can do it better.
Do it.
By all means, go and have a go. But you're not, are you? You're not. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely trying to challenge.
Can I say on top of that, for every one person whinging, there's about 500 now that.
Oh, I actually rarely see any
which is
any shit these days.
Because in the early days, it was like, Jesus Christ.
But I think maybe what happened is all the Twitter warriors came out in force early days because they thought, right, yeah, it's going to be cool to hate on these. And then once they realised that it wasn't really doing anything, I think they've kind of just crawled back into their hole now, and they've kind of like just speak about it amongst their mates while they're listening to like a fucking American football record or something. Like, yeah, man, this is a legit band. Neck Deep are fucking shit. Yeah, yeah, mate, yeah, they are. I know it hurts.
Don't diss American football though.
No, I like American football. Just saying that they're a cool band, aren't they? They're a legit band, So I like.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're untouchable. Although now they've released a new album, everyone feels free to criticise them.
Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews on it. I've heard mixed reviews.
It's alright.
There's a few songs on there that are good. But it's American football. Do you know what I mean? You're not expecting a fucking half an hour like thrash fest. It is half an hour of like
sad songs.
God, I'm sad. Yeah, I'm just sitting there and being kind of bummed out. But not wrong with that. Yeah, it's fine.
So speaking of new material, you guys have been writing album 3. I think I saw in the 2000 Trees interview, which must have been like May last year. You said you've been writing some demo and stuff. So. Must be getting into place.
It's taking shape now. Yeah. We have. Well, I can't really say too much yet, but it is all coming together. We have a lot of songs. We have way more material going into this record than we did for the last one.
For any record that we've done.
Yeah. Like I'd say we've almost got half an album of stuff we know for sure is going to be on there, but then another half an album which we can go into the studio and go, right, let's play with this. Let's see what we can do with it. But yeah, it's all coming together very well, and we literally go into record after this tour. So in like 2 weeks we're heading into the studio, and 2-3 weeks we're going to be in LA for a couple of months, just trying to slog it out and trying to get the record done. But it's all come together very well. We're all quite chill about it. We're not like stressing over it, or we're not like, we haven't got all these crazy high expectations for it. We really just want these songs to be as good as they can be. And I think the pressure's off us a little bit to write like a statement record. Like the last one had to really say something and kind of like prove something, it felt like. And whereas this one we can kind of go, right, we're going to write the songs that we want to write. They're going to be fucking bangers. So just enjoy it. Don't put all this pressure on us. Just wait and see. And I think, it will
It's going to be sick.
Yeah, it's going to be sick. Without that's probably about as much as I can say about it, really. I don't know how much we can officially announce about it.
Can we expect anything different sound-wise? Is it going to be...
Well, we're not
slightly
reinventing the wheel again, though.
Again, yeah, it's going to be a Neck Deep record. Like, it is going to sound like Neck Deep. Like, all the songs we have, I guess you could say some of them are a little different. Yeah, maybe.
Again, you look back on like the past record, like not everything's just a pop punk song on that. It's like it's all like
exactly
between the tracks and stuff.
I would say that maybe it's not going to be quite as 100 miles an hour at you. There are going to be songs like that, but expect a song or two that might be a little bit more stripped back or a little bit more kind of maybe on the kind of almost the flip side of what Life's Not Out to Get You is about. Obviously we've all kind of experienced a fair share of life and its ups and downs in the past couple of years, and I think that only adds more fuel to the fire. And if anything, like, who knows, it could be juxtaposed with Life's Not Out to Get You. You could have this really positive, happy-go-lucky record, and then maybe this slightly more real and slightly more real, I guess, is not real is a shitty word. Like it's like life's been out to get me. But hey, that's how life can be, I guess. So we'll see. It might have a slightly different vibe to it, but it is going to be a through and through Neck Deep record. So
any ideas of when you're looking to release that? Is it this year? Is it next year?
It will be this year.
Cool.
That's
good enough.
It'll be this year. Yeah, this year.
And what's the writing process like for things like that? Is it kind of democratic, or does someone usually take charge?
This time around, it's been a lot more democratic. Yeah, everyone's put. West's had ideas. I've had ideas.
So even if it's just like a note on a phone, like you go audio notes. Yeah. So I've got this one riff, and then we'll stick it in.
Well, I think everyone has written at least a song or on this record,
Even Danny as well, like drummer, who's a better guitarist than me, and Sam, which is absolutely infuriating. But
yeah. So we've all had a good crack at it, and I think that in itself brings a whole new kind of element to it, because we're hearing people write what, I mean, we're getting a different perspective on the writing, and
what was the difference from the last record? Did someone kind of write them?
It was very much just one person, kind of like, I've always written pretty much like 99.9% of the lyrics for Neck Deep, bar one or two little lines here and there, but yeah, the writing was quite heavily conducted by one person in the past, but now we can all go, finally we can all have a say, and we can all kind of that can have its pros and its cons though. Obviously you need to find a balance, you need to have some structure, you need to kind of have a vision of where you're going, and we can't just have all these crazy different sounding songs. But it will make for a much more interesting album, and it will make for a much more creative album, I feel like, because we have written them as a band, all 5 members have had a valid input on it. So yeah, and it still sounds like Neck Deep. That might have been the thing that we might have been worrying about. It's like, oh shit, like, what if it just sounds drastically different and it's going to be weird? And then as soon as the first few songs, like as soon as we had like the first like 2 or 3 songs down, we were like, yeah, this is a fucking Neck Deep record. Like, this is going to sound sick. So yeah, we're all very excited. I think we're all just kind of itching to get into the studio now. So.
Yeah. So you've got studio time coming up. I know you've got some other stuff in the pipeline you might not necessarily be able to talk about, but can we expect more touring this year?
Oh yeah, a hell of a lot more touring. We've had a couple of months off, mainly after a relentless year and a bit tour album cycle with Life's Not Out to Get You.
And then it felt like we were sat at home doing nothing.
Yeah.
For 6 months, which was fun for 3 weeks, and then hellish. There's only so much PlayStation.
I've just been sat at home waiting for my girlfriend to get home from work every day, and I'm just like, fuck. I've stopped feeling like I was in a band for a bit, and so it feels good for the ball to be.
It's nice to come back and play shows because you're like, first day I was walking out on stage like, what was if no one cares anymore?
Yeah.
And then you go out and it's like,
what happens if I just can't?
do.
What happens if I just can't sing or can't play fucking guitar?
That happened in the practices the day before. Like, oh, right, we're going to rehearse, aren't you, today? Oh, no. Fuck
Yeah,
it. Let's start again.
I cannot do anything, but no, it's fine. It was like there was nothing really changed, to be honest. It was like just went out there, did our thing, and yeah, nothing. You don't lose it, you know.
No.
Yeah.
So it's good. We're going to be touring a lot more with the new record out. It basically from this point, like from this tour onwards, it's like non-stop again. So
Just sound with me.
yeah, I'm
So-
fine with that.
Look forward to seeing more of Neck Deep. Thanks, guys. Thanks
No
for
worries.
being here again.
No
If you
worries.
like the video, give us a like. Subscribe to the channel. Definitely do that. Start Riot. Hello. Just hit the button below. And cheers. We'll see you again soon. Goodbye.
Oh,
See ya.
Bye.